pretty much all of that cut out for me.
Okay, well, also
I think they heard it.
my my camera is so shaky, so I can't
It's
move
I
an
think it's only when
inch.
you're touching. Yeah, it's only when you're touching stuff. Okay, well we
I
got
need
it.
to.
Hey,
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get away from the desk. It's gonna shake. Sorry.
ooh, earthquake, everyone.
Earthquake. Um.
Uh,
Hey
okay.
everybody.
Really, really quick. Guess what?
Uh oh. Guess what?
A wicked or good witch has appeared and offered you one wish. What is it
What
gonna
is it
be?
gonna be? Is it gonna be
What's it?
this sweatshirt that I made
Look at that sweatshirt.
that says it says thank goodness.
Hey, good. I don't know the reference
Let
yet, but
us
I'm gonna
pray
know it soon.
God. Um,
I'm gonna know it very soon.
bitch,
Okay, what's your
I'm
wish gonna be?
my wish is to see Wicked tonight. Oh wait, I am.
Thank goodness.
Thank
That's right.
goodness.
It's gonna cut off on the camera. It just says Hank.
Thank
Hankness.
goodness. Is it cutting
Let's
out
go
for
Hankness.
chat? That shouldn't be.
No, the just the camera angle, right?
Oh.
This is
Um
Hank goodness.
thank goodness. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Um yeah, so I'm going to see Wicked tonight. I'm gonna come back in.
Okay.
If you are an Amazon Prime member, for reference, today is November 18th.
Yes.
The movie releases everywhere November 22nd. But if you are an Amazon Prime member, they are having an early screening tonight across the
Ooh,
nation
at the Royal Windsor Theater.
at the Royal Windsor Theater. No, it's actually at, actually, I'm not gonna say because I don't want to dox where I'm going tonight, but,
Yeah,
um,
that's fine. This is a rerun anyway, so they wouldn't be able to find you. You already saw it days ago.
yeah, but people, if someone's watching live and they happen to be in the area, I don't want them to pull up.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, so I,
You don't know
yeah.
which province we're seeing it in. It could be in Ontario, could be Quebec. So don't even worry about it.
Don't even worry about it.
Don't even
Um,
worry about it.
yeah, so I'm gonna get to see the movie a few days early, and I'm so
Yeah.
excited. I've been waiting for this forever.
And you are celebrating in quite an interesting way.
I
You
am.
got to tell. I think you visually, yes.
Well, yeah, I made this. I made this
Yeah,
sweatshirt.
that's. I think that's different. I don't think anybody really does that.
No, people do that. They make their outfits and stuff.
I'm making a custom Wicked outfit. I feel like is going above and beyond. I feel like you're going to be the biggest fan there.
I hope not. That would make me sad if I'm the biggest
Well,
fan.
in a good no, it's meant to be a good thing, you know. You
Yeah.
know when you say I'm your number one fan, like I am MaeMaeTown's number one fan, of course. I'm not really sad about that because you can get the JTs, the Chaz, the Noodles in the chat. Sorry, Noodle. I'm still the biggest fan though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My channel points don't show that. Noodle takes that, but it's fine.
Right. That's true. No, yeah, I mean I guess that would be cool. I felt like my look is like very understated, so I would hope that there's like somebody that's crazier than me.
Well, that's
So,
why I love it. I like it because it's not a cosplay. It's a themed outfit. I think
mhm.
that's really really cool. If we should audibly explain what your outfit is for the
Yeah,
for the Spotify
for
listeners.
the audio listeners in the future, I bought a an extra large white crew neck from the craft store. I bought pink iron-on letters, and I ironed on "Thank Goodness" on the front, and then on the back, which is it's gonna be hard for me to show, but I feel like I have to show it somehow. This is gonna be a mess.
Might have
But
to just take the earbuds out.
yeah, let me show you guys the back. So here's the front, and I'm like kind of paying homage to Ariana Grande tonight because this is a very like Ariana Grande
I
look with the
love the
sleeves and
oversized
stuff.
sweater.
I got my sleeves over, and then the back says, "I couldn't be happier."
That's
Do you
so
see that?
good. That looks
Yeah.
amazing, and it did show up well. Don't worry. You did, that looks good. Did you use a ruler to like measure the letters and
No.
place it? Did you eyeball that?
Yeah.
That's insanely impressive. It looks just like
Thank you.
it looks like very very clean.
Thank you. I feel like I'm very like anal about stuff like that. I spent a lot of
Yeah.
time just like inching the letters up.
Yeah.
I also wanted to show that I customized a pair
Oh
of
my god, my favorite
Crocs.
part.
Um,
Look how friggin' cute these are.
so I bought some cheap like knockoff Crocs at the hobby store, and I bought a ribbon, and yeah, I basically just like made them
Those
Glendified.
are so freaking cute.
And then
I love
I
them.
had some charms, some wicked charms left over from this friendship bracelet making kit that I had, and so I just put those on, and I've got some ruffly ankle socks too, so I'm very like coquette tonight.
I'm gonna need a friendship bracelet, I think.
Yeah, I will make some. I will
Okay.
make some.
Can it say Neodoodlez on it? And then I'll be like, what?
That's not me.
That's not. No, that's really cool though. I think that's awesome. We both kind of had a similar thing going on today because I had my hair is like a little messier today because I had to wear a Santa costume all day
Oh
today.
yeah, that's right.
So it is, holiday season's coming up. Usually halfway through November, we'll do Santa photos at work. I work at a dog daycare, as we doxed last time, and I got to do the Santa photos. So I get to be the dog Santa, and I have a full costume. It's pretty low quality, to be honest, and I also don't look like Santa at all. I'm like, I'm not big enough. I'm not super skinny, but I'm not like big enough to be Santa. So I do stuff my costume.
Mhm.
And like I don't know, my face is too. I don't have like a rosy enough cheeks for Santa.
Well.
I do it every year anyway, but I just
Mhm.
like I'm not the best Santa. We work with a chubby guy with glasses, an old chubby guy with glasses. He's the owner of this location, and he'd make a perfect Santa. He already looks like Santa, and he refuses to be Santa. I'm like,
That's
why
funny.
not just do it? But he always insists that I be Santa, so that's fine. Um, but yeah, so that's what I've been doing all day today. It's my favorite part of the year. So we both got to do a little dressing up today, but I
Yeah.
think yours looks much better than mine.
Oh no. Well, I'm jealous that you got to be Santa.
Santa for dogs, anyway.
Yeah, well I think that's better than children.
Yeah, for babies is like fine probably because they don't care.
Mhm.
But for like kids, they go ah, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah. Well, babies they'll cry usually when they take a picture with
Yeah,
Santa.
but that's easy. Dogs be wiggling though.
But
No, they
dogs don't like try to figure out if you're real or not.
they do. I had to so what I have to do, because dogs actually do that, they freak out when they see the full costume. So between every single dog, I have to take off the hair, like the wig and the beard and the hat, so
Mhm.
the dogs know it's me, and then they'll come in. I'll talk in my regular voice, right? I'll just yeah. So well, they'll just be like very nervous, very scared of me.
Mhm.
But we have a system. I just have to like keep putting the costume back on over and over again. So that's basically what my day consisted of today,
Yeah.
which was it was all right. It was pretty fun. We it was pretty seamless time. We didn't really have any trouble dogs. I did get peed on once,
Mm-mm.
a single time. It was a little Australian Shepherd, which I know is your favorite type of dog,
It is.
and yeah, she's pretty new. She's I think 4 months old, so
Mhm.
she's really young.
Oh.
I got a little peed on. She was our last dog, so it wasn't a huge deal, and it didn't seep through to my regular pants. Just a little bit. It was a little bit, but it did get on the Santa
Just
costume.
a little bit of pee.
A little bit. It's fine. It's fine.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit of pee.
That's fine. I'd be a little bit of peeing in my own pants anyway.
Honestly, I was
Yeah.
just thinking this yesterday. I'm at that age where like I should probably wear it. This is so wow, this is so TMI. I've gotten so comfortable. My digital footprint going into my 30s is going to be nuts.
I talk
Um
about pooing my own pants on stream every single day.
I
It's
just
fine.
like yeah, I'm going to be
I feel like I
30.
used to be a lot more modest about this stuff.
Who cares?
Eh.
Who cares? Yeah, I'm going to be 30 in like less than 2 months. And actually almost exactly 2 months, a little less than 2 months. And I'm just like, you start to get to an age where you gotta you
Or gravity works
gotta
against you.
gravity, you can't defy gravity anymore.
Oh, good reference.
Oh,
This is why you're the pro. This is all I'm
This is
saying.
why. Yeah.
I
When I
wish I
was
was as I wish I looked like you when I was 30. Is all I'm
hey,
saying.
I don't know. Like I will say I do get it a lot. Like when I tell people how old I am, they're like, "No, you're not." I'm like, "Yeah." I don't know why or how. Maybe it's my I think the women in my family just have really good genes cuz all the women in my family are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Um I'm also part German. I feel like that has something to do with it. But
Yeah, I guess I feel like the only like I feel like a giveaway for you would be like you have a very mature voice and like presentation
yeah.
about you, which I really like. I
Hmm.
think that's a very I think you have a great voice. I think that would be like the only kind of giveaway because you don't really have like a high pitched voice kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, even with the
Um,
voice, I'll get people out in public. They'll be like, they'll try to guess how old I am. I'm like, no, higher, and they're very shocked. And I'm like, I guess that's a really good thing. But sometimes
yeah,
it's like I want people to think I'm almost 30, because I don't want them to treat me like a I'm fresh out of college or something. I don't know anything about the world.
yeah.
That's where I'm like, ugh. But I guess I can't complain, right?
I think you're aging gracefully. I think everybody in chat can agree.
You too.
Um, oh, thank you, thank you. I think I'm doing okay. I feel like my hair is gonna be first to go at the top. I'm considering. What do you think of that classic older man look where they have the stupid like the George Costanza where they have like the back and the front, sorry, the back and the sides, but nothing on top. You know that classic old guy look?
Like a monk.
Yeah. What is that called?
I usually refer to it as like a monk
Well,
or
not like because I
friar
think
tuck.
the monk has hair in front as
Sorry,
well.
friar tuck. That's what I meant.
Yeah, because the monk has hair in front. I don't want front hair in front. I'm talking like George Costanza, Seinfeld, right? Right. I feel like dads have that
Like a
cut where they just have
crater.
a hair like a crater, I guess.
I would
When am I
say
rocking it? I'm gonna say in 4 years I'm gonna do that.
4 years.
Yeah, give me 4 years, 5 years,
Let's
fine, 5 years.
say 15.
Danny DeVito, that's what I'm saying. Danny DeVito. People are always like, when I start losing my hair, I'm gonna go bald. I'm like, no, do the thing.
Just
Do
do
the Danny
it.
DeVito hair. Yeah, I think that's funny.
Yeah, I think in about 15 years we could have a conversation about that.
I'm thinking I could confidently wear it. I think I've had some very friendly like science teachers at school who've had that hair. You know what I mean? It feels like a fun little guy
Yeah,
would
but
have that hair.
doesn't the science teacher like notoriously get bullied in high schools?
Well, yeah. Or Mr. Dress Up.
Oh, Mr. Did he have one of those?
I don't I think maybe later on he did.
Mr. Dress Up.
I'm gonna quickly look that up. I'm
Yeah,
gonna see
look it
because I'm
up.
pretty sure he had that.
I don't know
Mr.
if he did.
Dress Up. I think later on he did. It was going. It was going. In his old age, so we see. Let me see his last. He was definitely he kind of did
Mm.
in his later years. He kind of had at least it was from like the middle of the top of his head,
Mm-hmm.
right? The headphone line there. So he was
Oh
kind of
boy.
getting it. So if I get that, and I'm thinking maybe like that, and maybe the bow tie,
Yeah,
a little bow tie.
like the
Like
Six
how cute
Flags
would I be,
guy.
right? Like the Six Flags guy.
Well, he's
I'm
just
trying
a
to be the
big
Six Flags
baby.
guy. Yeah,
He's
but
coming
I don't want
back.
to be. He is. How is he not dead?
Did y'all see that
But I.
TikTok of like the he's on like life support, but he like grabs his it's like a cinematic shot of him grabbing his glasses and it's like and then it cuts.
I got
I
chills. I
literally
got
got
chills.
chills.
I was like, "Why? This is the stupidest thing I've ever gotten chills for."
They're doing some kind of Six Flags comeback because the Banga Boys who sing the song, they posted a video of that song at the same time. So they're definitely doing like a collaboration.
That was my Avengers Endgame. That's what that was for me.
I got
That was like my
chills.
big reveal. I'm like,
No, I literally gasped when I saw it. I don't even know like what they're gonna do because Six Flags sucks. It's also really dangerous.
I know you've been saying that.
It is.
Like two people died. It's fine.
They just people keep bringing guns into the park and nobody's doing anything about it.
It happened like twice.
Twice is enough for me at a theme park.
But I feel like every single mall's had guns, even in Canada. So it's like, who
Well,
cares?
mall's different because they don't have security that you put your bag through. Like the theme parks, there should be like 0% chance of that happening because you
But
have
how many people died though?
nobody died, but it's like if a bunch of teenagers are bringing guns in, like they're probably not trained.
You okay?
They're probably trying to just like scare people or another group of people, but like what if it goes off and they kill somebody?
Yeah, I
Then
guess
what?
so.
I don't want to take that chance.
I feel like that's like a I'm not an unreasonable fear, but I feel like the chances of it like happening are very low.
Six Flags is just like when you've gone to Disney World as many times as I have, Six Flags is just like, ugh.
But isn't Six Flags more like a thrill theme park? Because I feel like that's
Yeah.
what Canada's Wonderland is for us, where it's like, yeah, the theming isn't there. It's okay. Like it's decently pretty at
Mm-hmm.
some point. It has like the mountain theming. There's a really nice fountain area, some lights at nighttime.
Yeah.
But it's overall it's not super visually appealing.
Mm-hmm.
But the rides are big thrill rides.
Oh
Like they're
yeah.
very big. You know, some of the biggest roller coasters in the world.
Yeah, Six Flags
Uh,
has some really great roller coasters.
yeah, like the ones that you feel like, wow, I'm feeling genuine fear here.
Mm-hmm.
So like if uh, I think part of that fear thrill could be the gun thing.
Could be getting shot dead in the park.
Yeah, instead of like falling off a giant roller coaster, right? So it's like equal unlikely fears. Is it a
Yeah.
0% chance I'm going to die on a roller coaster? No. Is it a 0% chance I'm going to die by gun by a teenager? Probably not either. So, but I'm also probably not going to die
Every
there.
time I go on a roller coaster, even at Disney, I'm like, this could be it. Like I could die on this ride and I just have to accept that cuz I'm on the ride now.
But you're still going on them.
Yeah, because it's worth it.
Yeah.
The Tron ride?
Oh my god, the Tron
That's
ride.
the I think that's at the top of my list right now for rides where I'm like, yeah, this would I would definitely die on this ride if I fell, if something happened.
Tron ride
So good.
is in the top of my rides in general.
It's probably my favorite ride at the moment besides the Flight of Passage ride in Pandora.
Yeah,
That's
Flight
like
of
more of
Passage
a
is just like it's a sensory experience.
yeah, that's a sensory experience, a spiritual experience for me personally.
When that we talk about Disney World so much
I
here,
fucking love Disney World.
but when I don't know if you guys have been on the Flight of Passage, the
The
Flight of
Avatar
Passage
ride.
patches, the Avatar ride.
Mm, girl.
But like when that they pretend you're in like a simulation, right? Like oh, you're being transported in, and then it ends all of a sudden, and
Mm-hmm.
you're in the real world again, and that feeling is the worst feeling in the world.
They do that on purpose, you know?
Yeah,
They do it because they want you to get back on the ride. They're like, "Oh, isn't this lovely? You're riding your Ikran, you're looking out at the beautiful horizon. There's that big whale that jumps up, and then it goes and then it's just dark. And you're like
and then you're in
and they're
the
like, "Please exit
sneaky.
the ride." And you're like, "Fuck."
Please get off and have a bad day. I will.
Literally every time it ends, I'm like, "Oh,
By the way, it's 45 degrees outside. Have fun.
have fun." It's literally like the first time I rode that, I think the first year that it opened, the first time I rode it, oh, I cried obviously.
Of course.
But when it ended, every single person in my row was like, "Oh,
No.
like this isn't real life." Shit.
Well,
It's true
okay, so
though. That's how
you
I feel.
if you used your wish earlier, you used it on your outfit, which is lovely. But what about the Avatar world?
I didn't use my wish on my outfit. What are you talking about?
Oh, you used it to see Wicked later.
Oh, well, that was a joke.
Uh-oh.
If
Well,
I
the
was
genie's already dead.
if the genie showed up and was like, "Hey, you have one wish," it would be to be a Navi
Yeah.
on Pandora.
Yeah,
One hundred
I think that's
percent.
fine. You know, some people give their partners like a oh, I guess they
Hall
call it a hall
pass.
pass
Oh yeah,
for
you're
like
gonna give me one for
celebrities
Jake Sully.
for the entirety of the Avatar race. You can if you can get to
Yes.
Pandora. Hey, see you later.
I
No,
guess that's
congrats.
true. Like, what
No,
are you
you
gonna
did
do?
that. Like, hey,
Oh my God,
yeah,
yeah.
bye.
Honestly,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, we had a really good run.
You had a good
Congrats
run.
on Pandora.
Hmm.
I'm happy for you. Post pictures on Instagram. I'll like them sadly, and then I'll be happy for you at the same time, but mostly sad for myself, but
Yeah.
also happy for you.
It's I think it's inevitable. If that were to
Yeah.
actually happen, yeah.
Oh, once they say, "Oh yeah, Pandora is actually real. It's based on this place.
Hmm.
We're actually opening it up. It's sustainable for humans." I'll be like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And Facebook status single.
Single. It's complicated.
It's complicated,
Because it
and then
is.
you respond to it. No, it's
No,
not.
it's not. My profile picture's already like changed. I'm in my avatar body. I think the whole like that whole experience is universal for people, you know? Like
Yeah,
if you had the chance, you would.
for alien people,
Yeah.
absolutely,
With the
hundred
the
percent.
braid.
Oh yeah, when you link up your hair,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I agree. Sorry, I'm gonna get some of this vanilla bean Noel
Noelle.
lotion
Get that
from B&B Works.
B
It's
and
from last
B
year, but it's
hole.
still it's B&B hole. It's from
B and B
last year.
hole.
I have like a little tiny bit left from last year.
I know. You know, I have your hand
I
lotion.
know.
I
I know.
as
I
soon
forgot
as I
left it in the
dropped you off at the
car.
airport, I was like, he's gonna be so upset.
I was. That's why I picked this up. I was like, okay, well, it's fine. This is still good.
Dry
It still smells
hands.
great. It's fine. Yeah.
Um,
I was heartbroken. I was like,
I know. I was like,
no.
well, I cannot turn around and bring this to him.
No, that's fine.
Um,
It's fine. It'll be here soon.
I'll be there. I'll be there next month.
That's true. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I love Avatar. I'm excited for the next movie. They released some promo images, like concepts for the next movie, and it's supposed to be like Fire and Ash, I think is the name of it. And
Yeah, that's
so
gonna be
it's
cool.
like
I'm
about
excited to see like red. Is that what they got? That red Navis?
yeah, it's gonna be like you know, reds and oranges and stuff like that. So that's gonna be really cool. I'm excited to see more of the Pandora world because
Yeah.
like I mean, there's gonna be 5 movies total, so there's a lot to see. But
That's
I'm
I gotta watch the
excited.
second one still. I gotta rewatch the first one. I don't remember what happened in that movie.
The second one is more feels more magical to me just because I love water. Like I think water aquatic I don't know. Aquatic aesthetic I think is like one of my favorite aesthetics. So
Yeah, Wind
just
Waker, Mario
visually,
Sunshine, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I love that stuff. So visually, it's like one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen. I saw it. I think I saw it 3 times in theaters. One in 40x, which was fun, but don't do it the first time. Do it like the second time because you won't be able to focus on the actual plot.
No, no.
Because you
Because it's
literally like,
40X is like a ride, isn't it? I
oh yeah,
haven't done it.
40x is like it's like your seat is a ride. And for a movie like Avatar, there's a lot of like war and fighting in it. And so if someone shoots an arrow and hits somebody, you feel it in your back.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to sign up for that and don't
I
plan on
don't want
eating.
that.
It's like for me, it's fun because it feels like I'm at Disney World.
Yeah,
It's like I'm
that's true.
immersing myself in it and whenever they're showing like the forest or something like that, they'll release like a Febreze scent into the theater, so it smells like
Ooh.
really nice. So every time they do, I'm like,
Ooh, what's that?
they'll spray water too, so it's like an experience. But
That really does feel like Disney World, yeah.
I made
Imagine the cleanup after that.
the cleanup
The cleanup for the 15-year-olds that
when
work at the theater.
when Jake Sully comes on screen. Yeah,
Yeah, the
I
cleanup. Yeah,
I love that in the second movie he has like a dad bod because he has like 3 or 4 kids.
yeah,
It's really I was like that's a really cool touch that it's like he's still human in there, you know.
yeah.
Um,
I'm ready to see it. That sounds really cool.
the soundtrack for the second movie it makes me cry from start to finish. It's so beautiful.
Well, I mean, I really like the music in the ride.
Yeah, they have
Who's the composer? Do you know?
it was frick. I should know this. Oh, James Horner was for the first movie, but he passed away.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, yeah, he's like one of the iconic composers.
Yeah.
The second one is I think it's Simon something. I could be wrong about that. I can't look it up, but
Who's
it's a
the
different
iconic
composer.
guy who does like Pirates of the Caribbean? Who's that? It's the guy who does like a lot of things.
Is it John? It's not John Williams, is it? There's a lot of John
Mm,
composers.
a lot of John. No, no, it's shoot, I don't know. Whatever, who cares? But
Who cares?
that's cool though. Yeah, we'll watch that soon because like I said, I don't know what happens in the first one.
Yeah.
I saw the first one when I was in the I think I was in the 11th grade of high school. Now the problem with that is I just got, and this was very gross to me. This was kind of I felt mortality. Speaking of aging, I got a Facebook memory. Right, sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I'm not active on Facebook, but I did get a Facebook memory today of somebody, Hans Zimmer.
Hans
Thank you,
Zimmer.
JT, in the chat. Hans Zimmer. Yes,
Oh
that's the
yeah,
iconic guy.
the
But
goat.
anyway, yeah, that's a great theme. Um, but anyway, I got a Facebook memory from 17 years ago.
Mm.
I'm thinking that's friggin' crazy.
Mm-hmm.
17 years ago?
That's
What year
insane.
was that? That's insane. And it was
2011.
from somebody. Yeah, I think I was in the ninth grade at that point. I think. Was that 2011? I think that's longer, isn't it?
20,
17 years ago?
2011, I was 17. 16 or 17.
Well, anyway, that was I think I was in the ninth grade, and it was a Facebook interaction of me talking to someone in our local video game club.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, it took me. I'm like, in 3 years, that's going to be 20 years.
Ew.
And that's gross to me. And I'm like, okay, well, so it's been almost 20. It's been 15 years since I last saw Avatar.
Mm.
I'm like, that's too long. I don't freaking know what happens in that movie.
I know,
I
and
know it. I know it's just Pocahontas. Like I know it's just
it is.
Pocahontas. So it's like I get it. I get what happens in it.
Yeah.
I just need to see the details again.
Same concept, except it's better than Pocahontas just because of like how the story plays out.
I
It's
think that's racist somehow, but that's okay.
well, what do you mean? What I was gonna say is because it's like it's not in favor of like the colonists, right? Avatar
Yeah,
is like they're actively fighting against the humans that are coming to Earth or to
I
Pandora.
th-
Sorry.
I think it's the same. Yeah,
Well, it's like it's similar in that way because like in Pocahontas they do fight
because
back, but
you'll get the Jake Sully, which is John Smith, right? He's from the
yeah,
colonists, but he's better, and he teams up with the silly.
right. But this is different because he wants to he loves them so much that he wants to become a part of them instead of like, oh, come back with me. Obviously she can't because she's a 10-foot tall alien, but it's like it's different because he realizes how fucked up his own people are
Yeah.
and fights with them, and still like, in the second movie they're still fighting them, and
Mm.
it's like the first movie kind of ends with them winning and they can have peace for like 10 years. And then the second
Okay.
movie picks up and the guy that was like responsible for all of the violence, his consciousness was put into an avatar. And so he's back.
Oh, cool.
So now he has a personal vendetta against the guy that joined Jake Sully, joined the Navi.
I think we're getting into spoiler territory for me.
No, that's just the plot of the movie.
Oh,
I
okay.
won't tell you anything else, but it's the continuation of their their fight.
Gotcha. Okay, we'll plan a little movie day. Maybe we'll do it in the Discord server.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I love
yeah, we'll
Avatar.
do. You are the biggest Avatar fan I know,
I think
and
I'm
also
yeah,
you are the biggest Wicked fan I know as well.
yeah.
Prior to a month ago, I didn't know a single dingle thing about Wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know character names and music, and I haven't even
Yeah,
seen it yet.
you're going to though.
I'm gonna see it. Yeah, hopefully I'll see it in a couple weeks.
I hope so.
Yeah, then we'll have to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard for me to not talk to you about it for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, you can tell me how it is because I mean you've already shown me the soundtrack. The soundtrack has like the script in it, so like
Yeah, the soundtrack does tell the story. Um,
yeah. So I'm like kind of already getting it. You've also kind of given me a recap already as well.
yeah, but I feel like there are like correlations to the Wizard of Oz that you won't figure out until you watch the movie.
Okay.
But there's a lot of stuff that happens in part two, which comes out next year,
Okay.
that plays more into like, oh, this is why it's this way in the Wizard of Oz. Like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. This is like, this is kind of just like the basic layout of sort of the path that the Wicked Witch goes on and why she goes
Mm.
on it. And just like her and Glinda's relationship and how complicated it is and stuff like that. So I'm really
I wish
excited.
that the old Wicked Witch of the West, before she had the name Glinda, not Glinda, sorry, Alphaba, right?
Yeah.
Before she had that name, because I don't think they ever named her in Wizard of Oz.
No, she's just the Wicked Witch of the West.
I want to hear her hitting those same octaves that she does in Wicked.
Oh, the one in Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Well, we don't really like. Yeah, I mean, we don't really spend much time with Elphaba in the Wizard of Oz, right? Because it's about Dorothy and their journey
Yeah.
to see the wizard. In
I mean, she
Wicked,
is kind of the main villain, isn't
she
she?
is the main. Well, she's the main villain, but the wizard is also a villain.
Yeah, but they don't really know that yet, right?
Dorothy doesn't know that until they get there and they realize that he's a fraud.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so in Wicked, Elphaba figures that out before all of that happens. And that's
Doesn't he
why
kind of redeem
she becomes
himself
wicked.
though? It doesn't. Isn't he the one who says, "Hey, you had all these things inside you anyway"? Didn't he do something like that? Like he didn't. He wasn't completely just a fraud.
No, he was.
I
He
know he
he was.
was, but didn't he like try to like talk his way out of it anyway?
Well, I mean, she knew that she had. I think it took her seeing that he was a fraud to realize her full potential, because
Mm-hmm.
he did like kind of evoke that out of her just through her anger and her frustration, and like nobody, you know, she's not allowed to tell anybody what's going on because Glinda won't let her, and the like the higher ups basically want to stop her from spreading the truth. And so that's why she
Mm.
becomes ostracized and she goes off on her own, because she knows that the wizard is a fraud, but
Oh,
they
gotcha.
don't want the like Munchkin Land, they don't want anybody to know the truth, because it's like it's like how power is an illusion and you can give power to anyone as long as they look powerful, which I think this movie has come at a very relevant time in our nation's, you know, history.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like, well, if we tell them that the wizard is a fraud, they won't believe in, you know, this
Mm.
type of power. So they're gonna be hopeless because what they've known is a lie. And so that's the whole kind of conflict, is that Elphaba doesn't want to lie to people, and they make
Yeah.
her out to be a villain because she's like, I'm not going to be a part of this, you know?
Okay. So I'm gonna be leaving this movie not liking Glinda, right?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
The movie will
I'll just have to see.
yeah, well, the movie and the show shows you the complexity of both of their stances. You know,
Right.
I think at its core, everybody in Wicked is seeking validation from people.
Mm.
And so you see how Elphaba is seeking validation and how Glinda's seeking validation, and they're both very different. But
Okay.
at the end of the day, they both want to be loved and accepted. So it's a very beautiful
I'll
story.
There's a lot of things I mean, I've been on record saying I'm not a movie person really. So there's a lot of movies I really got to just rewatch again, and Wizard of Oz is probably one of them. I haven't seen that since I was like 10 years old.
Yeah.
But what I did do, there's a I don't know if you've ever played this or seen this. There is a Japanese turn-based RPG Wizard of Oz game on the Nintendo DS. And it's made by Xseed, I'm fairly certain. They're the ones who do Story of Seasons.
Oh, really?
And yeah, it is so good. It's so interesting. The character designs are incredible. They are very anime. It is an anime version of Wizard of Oz, but like they go more in depth to like the story because it's a whole long RPG. A lot of people haven't heard of this game. It was kind of an uncommon one. I never actually owned it. I just played it like through other means.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting. The way you move is like it has like a track ball on the bottom of the screen, so you have to like move the ball in the direction you
Oh.
want to go,
Mm-hmm.
which is really weird, but it kind of works, I guess. They were just trying to get interesting
Mm-hmm.
because like the DS had a touch screen, right?
Yeah.
But the battles were completely just turn based, like Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest style battles, and you'd get party members like the Lion and the Tin Man and the Scarecrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just the coolest thing. I kind of want to play that, maybe on stream or something like that, and see if they go more in depth to like the Wicked Witch or something like that. Like give them more
Yeah.
character, more personality.
Maybe. I feel like the game would be even less so because like the limitations of what they're able to do during that time.
I think yeah, but the movie is like an hour and a half, and the game's got to be like 10 hours.
Oh my god, really?
Let me see. I'm pretty sure it is because like it's an RPG, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long to beat Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, Wizard. Okay, so JT makes a really good point in the chat. He said, I didn't realize it was public domain. The Wizard of Oz is public domain. Wicked is not.
Mm,
Wicked, you can't just put on that production willy nilly.
yeah.
It is the most protected production to date. So
Oh, okay.
I've said this before, I think on stream, but every production of Wicked that you see is going to be a professional, well done production. I've seen TikToks of like high schoolers performing like bootleg versions of it. It's really funny, but like
Yeah.
if it's like coming to town, just know that it's going to be at the same level as like one you would see in New York.
Damn.
So
Um,
yeah.
the Wizard of Oz game, which is called The Wizard of Oz Beyond the Yellow Brick Road.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the cutest character designs. I friggin' love it. Is about 21 hours long.
Oh my god.
So I'm very curious to play that. I feel like that'd be a fun, maybe like a stream playthrough or something like that.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Definitely a game that no one's playing. I can promise
Mm-hmm.
them that. Yeah.
Well, on the topic of Wizard of Oz, I recently shared this on Instagram, but I actually played Dorothy in my 8th grade production of The Wizard of Oz.
You did, which I had no idea. That's so funny. It was so cute.
I honestly forgot about it until all the Wicked stuff started coming out, and I was like, oh, wait, I did play Dorothy.
That's the lead role.
That's the lead role, but like, honestly,
You got to kill the witch.
well, here's the thing. Like, when it comes to theater, like I would consider myself to have always been like a performer. I performed in
Yeah.
every school talent show singing and playing piano. Basically from 7th grade to graduation. So like I
I mean,
was
that's why you're a streamer, right?
that's why I'm a streamer, yeah, because I love the validation. But no, like I performed at my school like all the time. But when it came to theater, I could never get like a supporting or lead role. I just couldn't. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm not a good actress. I'm not like a good singer for like theater. And so in 8th grade, they were holding auditions for The Wizard of Oz, and I was like, okay, I'll just like audition. And I ended up getting Dorothy, and I was so surprised because like I had never gotten like a lead role, let alone like a supporting role or anything like that.
Yeah,
And
that's
so I was like,
huge.
okay, cool. And
Did you do like a Dorothy impression of like from the movie?
well, so here's the thing. I have always been a bit of a drier performer. Like I have never had the like the personality for musical theater where like you have to be over the top at all times.
Yeah.
Which that's how you're supposed to be, no shade. But I just was never like that, so I was like, okay, so I have to play Dorothy, which like historically Dorothy is a very animated character,
She is,
like
yeah.
very animated. Judy Garland, obviously. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make it my own. And so I did bring sort of like the energy, but I kind of made her a bitch.
Oh, really?
I made her like sassy.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
So and I remember I got a lot of comments about that, like, oh, you kind of made her like sassy, and I was like, yeah, that's because I am. Like I can't. I just like I could never like pretend to be like, I mean, I brought some of that like original like energy, but I was like, I can't sustain that for, an hour and a half or whatever. And
Yeah.
so I just did what I wanted. And to be fair, I never got a lead role after that. But
Hey, you
what are you
made
gonna
it
do?
count.
I did make it count, and I look cute in that little gingham outfit. So,
Yeah, yeah, it's a cute outfit.
but we did a lot of period pieces in high school, which like sometimes they were fun, sometimes it just got old. We did a lot of like 20s to 60s plays. So
Okay.
we did Bye Bye Birdie, which is basically like an Elvis musical. We did Thoroughly Modern Millie, which was like more of like a 20s like flapper dress kind of thing, which that was really fun. There was a lot of choreography in both of those
We
shows
did,
and singing.
what is it called? Of Mice and Men?
Of Mice and Men, we did, well, I didn't
I
do
think we
that
did
one,
that.
but we did it at my school for sure.
Yeah,
We
yeah. I forget. I think I had a decent leading role in that. I forget who it was
yeah,
though. Um, yeah.
we did I was in the theater department, like I didn't just take a class, like I was a thespian. I was actually a
Mhm.
thespian in high school.
Yeah.
Not
What
anymore.
is it?
There's a thing called the Thespian Society. It's basically like if you're an actor, you can get inducted into the Thespian Society, and usually people who are they'll do competitions, which I did. So
Yeah,
our school would travel to different places to put on like you'll put on like a one act play, and so there'll be schools from all over that come to this theater, and they'll all perform their plays. And so I did some of that too in high school, and that was really interesting because like it was something that you rehearsed all year long, and you had
yeah.
to get it down to a certain time limit, and if you went past it, like you would get marked down for it. And
Oh,
so
okay.
it's very strict too, like when it how it starts, like there's certain things that like, you know, they'll like call out certain things, and the whoever the director is has to respond. Anyways, so one time, this is so cringe. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I like think about it when I'm driving sometimes, and I almost drive my car off the road. Um, we rehearsed in front of like the school before we went to competition, and
Right.
you're supposed to like the people who are judging or whatever. They're supposed to ask like, "Are you ready?" to like the cast and everything, and there's only one person that's supposed to respond to that, and it's like the director or something like that, or like the senior, whatever the hell.
Yeah.
And so I decided to respond. I decided to respond
Oh,
in
good.
front of an audience. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, yo.
It's like,
No, we're
yes.
good. We're good for it.
And I remember just like everyone was like, shut up. Like, what are you doing? Because like you'll
Let's
get
see.
marked down. You'll get marked down for that. Yeah, I was like, what are you gonna do? This is exactly why they never casted me in a lead role.
This is like the stream earlier. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Yeah, seriously,
First
like
20 minutes ago, whatever.
what am I
You
supposed to
guys can get
do?
mad at it, or we can move on.
We can be angry, or we can perform this fucking play.
Yeah. No, are we ready? Because I
Oh,
am.
now I don't think you guys are ready. I think I'm the only one that's ready.
They're like, stop, just stop, just
Like, I
stop.
don't give a shit. I'm hungry. Let's go.
Hungry. I got Subway waiting for
I
me.
got Subway in the car.
Yeah.
Um,
My dad's grabbing me two Happy Meals because the one's too small for me.
it's like when you go to McDonald's and it's like, well, I gotta get two cheeseburgers because it's a two cheeseburger meal, and I'd be losing money if I didn't get the two cheeseburger meal.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah.
That was me last night, and I felt sick to my stomach all
Oh,
night.
I got. You know what I had to get today? Friggin' A&W. Now there's
Oh
no
no.
worse. I think that's got to be the bottom of the barrel food. I actually hate A&W. I went to Subway
Yeah.
today. They said we're closed. I said, what?
What?
I said, the power's out. I said, no, my
No!
tomatoes.
My
My
tomatoes!
empire's falling.
My empire.
And I'm like, okay, there's a pizza place around the corner. And I turn the corner and the open sign is off. I'm like,
Oh my god, what's
no.
going on? Is it because of Taylor
That
Swift?
no, I think it was that whole plaza was just cooked. I think. I'm like, I guess if their power's off, why wouldn't their power be off too? So we had to walk to A&W of all things.
Oh my god, that's the I had it one time during my study abroad in Canada. And yeah, it was pretty awful, but it was like one of the only places nearby.
Yeah, I genuinely don't want to ever have it again.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I've ever had it, I'm just like, this sucks.
It sucked.
This sucks. Do they have A&W in the States?
Well, JT sounds like JT's had it, so I guess so, yeah.
I got a rock hard stale bun from A&W once. Like I have no clue how they thought it was okay. Usually for me, I feel like yeah, the buns come pre-stale, kind of soggy-ish.
You think they care?
So the root beer is in the States. Chaz,
Yeah,
you
oh
are
yeah.
correct. But yeah, so we have the restaurants A&W,
Mm-hmm.
which maybe are a little, I guess, less common in the States. They're very common in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Driving through Canada, there's an A&W freaking everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, how are they this successful? I don't remember A&W being around as a kid, but like they're popping off now, and I hate it. They're not good.
Well,
The root beer's fine.
the root beer company must have like a lot of money to just put restaurants everywhere.
Yeah, like we could make room for so many better things. Like we don't have Dunkin' here. We can bring Dunkin' here.
Yeah, I'm
I feel like that would
surprised
be
you guys
okay.
don't have Dunkin' in Toronto.
Or Waffle House. Like I've been dying for a Waffle House. Where's the
Oh,
Waffle House at?
that would be interesting. Waffle House in Canada. I feel like it is very like a southeastern thing. Um, and like the experience that you get is also very like southeastern.
Mm.
But I would love that for you guys because IHOP is it's not as good as Waffle House. You guys don't have
But
IHOP.
we don't have IHOP.
You
I
have
think they recently opened.
yeah
They opened an IHOP.
yeah.
It's our first one. We opened our first IHOP recently.
That's
We should
crazy.
try it out so you can compare it.
I would love to.
But I would be so curious to see how a Canadian Waffle House would go over.
Well, that's how I felt about the Canadian Chick-fil-A. I was like, oh, I wonder how it differs, and it does taste different. It's like less greasy, I think.
It's not bad though,
It's no, it's
and the
not bad.
service is the same too. Like the service is pretty good.
Yeah, service is Chick-fil-A service is the same everywhere now. Like nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, yeah. Waffle Home indeed. When I'm at Waffle House, I
You're home.
feel at home. You
You're
know,
home.
I remember when we went to Florida, and we are kind of okay. So chat, unfortunately, this is gonna have to be, and also listeners, it's gonna be a bit of a shorter stream today. So we are kind of running up on our end soon. But anyway, um,
Like 40 minutes.
yeah. Well, we got 40 minutes still.
5 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Hey, I didn't know you could stay that long. I thought you wanted to do like an hour podcast.
Oh, well, my movie's at 6:30, so I just want to leave by like 5 so I can not
Okay,
beat traffic,
we
but
got
like
time.
get through traffic.
All right, then frig you guys, chat. We're staying on.
Friggy guy.
Yeah, frig you guys.
Anyways.
Um, I was having such a genuinely bad, terrible day. Not this last Florida vacation, but the day before 2 vacations ago.
Mm-hmm.
On that first day going to Florida, I was having such a genuinely terrible day. It was just like everything was going wrong at work. I was just having like a bad time. So I couldn't get in the vacation mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was happy I was coming to see you. And that was really it. Everything else was just kind of weighing on me. It was that kind of stress that like you could actually physically feel.
Yeah.
Right? It was that kind. And I remember like I got there, I saw you, I was like, okay, starting to feel better. But I'm still
Mm-hmm.
feeling that deep like kind of I don't
Stress.
know, not stress. And then we got to Waffle House and the order came out. I'm like, oh, there it goes.
There it goes. See ya.
There it goes. And I was just like, okay,
All right.
all right, problem solved. Waffle House got me.
I know it always does.
Yeah, so
But
that's how
then
we started our last trip as well. We went to Waffle House.
you have to go to sleep immediately afterwards.
Yeah, well, for me, there's a step in between. I go to the toilet.
Yes. You have to
Yeah,
evacuate and then sleep.
yeah, that sounds like an amazing time.
Yeah. Oh my god, I would
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, I love Waffle House. It's you never know what you're gonna get with Waffle House, and that's what I love about it.
Yeah, last time we had
Oh my
a
god,
baby who was beside us
stop
was just
bringing babies to restaurants.
stop bringing babies to restaurants.
Oh my god, stop bringing
Like,
babies to restaurants, dude.
I get it. Okay, here's the thing, and we have some parents who come to our chat often, right? We have some friends who are also
Yeah,
parents and who have babies as well. Here's the thing: it's like I get it. You got to go with your baby
you
somewhere,
gotta go.
but the problem is, your baby's not going to remember it. This is not an enriching experience for them at all because they're not going to friggin' remember it.
Yeah,
This isn't an enriching experience for you because you don't get to enjoy your meal. You get to fight with your baby to
literally
eat the
fist
meal,
fight your child for the whole meal.
and this is ruining everyone else's in the restaurant's experience as well because they got to listen to this and see it
Yep.
and potentially smell it. So I'm just saying, like, there's all cons and zero pros
Yeah,
for bringing a baby to a restaurant. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with you. Yeah,
Yeah.
and if anyone feels differently, what is the pro?
What
I'm
is the pro? Yeah,
always
I'm open to it. I'm not.
yeah.
Hey, I wouldn't die on this hill, but I'm pretty confident in it.
I'm pretty confident as somebody that has been uh, an observer of this experience. I've seen
Very recently.
no joy, except for the
No.
baby.
Yeah.
The baby's feeling good because it knows it has the upper hand.
Yeah.
That's what I don't
I think the
like.
baby isn't sentient enough to friggin' know anything.
The baby, yeah, the baby's like, I know that I can ruin your whole day or ruin your whole meal. You won't eat because of me. And I like that. I think they like
Uh,
it.
I think they like it too. JT has a baby story in the chat. He says, "As a baby, my parents took me to a restaurant and kept giving me hot dogs, thinking I was eating them. They found out when I left, I was throwing them behind me the whole time. Let's go throwing hot dogs.
Sort of floor full of hot dogs. Well, that's what
I
happened at
gotta.
the Waffle House.
I think I gotta hit my own parents with that. I gotta throw some hot dogs behind me. I think.
Make them find them.
Yeah, make them fine. I gotta start hiding things. I think we should bring back petty little tricks. Just
Little
start hiding
pranks.
things. Yeah, little pranks, leaving clues everywhere. Just like that kind of stupid stuff. Just like kind of inconvenience people's like day. I feel like we should do that. I mean, people are already doing that by bringing their babies to restaurants. So I mean, like we could start doing that at home.
Oh my god, if someone brings a baby to the movie tonight, I'm gonna be very upset.
I will just say mentally prepare yourself that for the possibility. I
Why
feel
are
like I
babies
go
allowed in theaters? It's too loud for their
when
ears.
I went to go see Barbie.
Oh,
I had this little girl behind me. She had just braids, and she kept standing up and spinning and just like hitting my freaking head with her
oh
braids.
my god.
I don't think that was the intent, but she just would not friggin' sit down. I just kept getting hit in the face with her hair.
No, she knew. That's what
I
I'm saying.
know.
They know. They know that they're being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
care because they're kids. They don't care.
So Barbie was not great for me.
Same, me too. I saw Barbie and there was like three middle school boys in there
Ugh.
and they were making meme jokes the entire in the most emotional moments. They were making fart noises. And I was about to get up and be like, "You guys need to get the fuck out of here before I, you know."
I did that to a kid. I said, I forget what were we watching? We were watching the second Spider-Verse movie.
Mhm.
And these kids behind me, they were just popping jokes for like half the movie. And then I turned around and said, "Hey, give us another funny joke, funny guy. I love to laugh. Here, give me one right now." They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, you've been popping jokes. You can't give me another joke?
Give
Give
me
me a
the
joke."
joke.
And then they left.
So, like, it's like why it's hard for me to justify going to the movie theater anymore because 9 times out of 10, your experience is going to be ruined by
Yeah,
somebody. I just like the baby thing really just like shocks me. Bringing a baby to like a loud movie. Someone brought a movie to A Quiet Place. And I was
a
like,
movie.
"Are you serious?"
I heard it, chat, but don't call it out. It's fine.
What?
He said somebody brought a movie to a quiet place.
Sorry. Somebody brought a same thing. Somebody brought a baby
That's
A
very
baby.
that one's very funny though. That's actually pretty funny.
What, the
Like,
baby to a
don't do
quiet
it,
place?
but the idea of it is very funny.
Yeah. No, they brought a baby to a full theater of The Quiet Place, A Quiet Place. And
Mm,
which, if you haven't seen A Quiet Place, sorry, now I'm all messed up. If you haven't seen A Quiet Place, majority of the movie's quiet.
mm.
That's the whole point of the
I
movie.
was the last. What was the last?
Except when the monster comes out and attacks them, and then it's super fucking loud, and the baby starts crying because it's
Damn,
not
every time.
expecting it.
The last movie I saw in the theater
Anyways.
was Look Back, which is it's an anime film. It's a short anime film. It's about 50 minutes long, 50.
Mm-hmm.
And it's done by the guy who makes Chainsaw Man. It's more of a slice of life, one of those like emotional movies. It's very
Mm-hmm.
very good. And that entire theater was probably the most best behaved theater I've ever experienced. I think who was on their worst behavior was Bruno Mars and Taylor Swift because their music was playing in the VIP lounge next to our theater. And honestly, that's all I could
Oh.
hear.
Oh no. I was like, they were there?
No, that'd be great if they were, but no, it was their music. That's all I could hear
Oh my
was
god.
friggin' Cruel Summer and Grenade.
Oh, that's like the worst Bruno Mars song.
I like it. I think it's pretty good.
Got your grenade for ya. I think there's certain songs
I
that
think it's
just
pretty alright.
they live in the year that they came out and they shouldn't come out of that year.
That one was very much of the time.
Easy come, easy go. That's just how you live. Oh,
See, the
take,
more you sing it, I'm
take,
like, yeah, that
take
was a
it
good song.
all that you never get.
You don't like that?
I did when I was 16 or
Yeah,
whenever it came
same.
out. When did
Yeah,
it
I
come
was in high
out?
school. A long friggin' time ago.
Long that was probably around the same time as When I See Your Face.
Yeah, that's iconic too.
Yeah.
That one's worse than Grenade, I think.
Yeah. They're both bad to me.
Like, I don't really actively listen to either of them. Like, they're not liked on my Spotify. But
Hmm.
like, and I'm gonna skip them. But like, they're okay. Like, if somebody's listening to it on the radio, I'm not gonna change it because obviously it's not my radio.
I
Especially
don't
for
get
that.
me wrong, I love Bruno Mars. I love like recent Bruno Mars and
I don't really know his new stuff, to be
Silk
honest.
Sonic. It's really good. And then he just collabed with Rose, which was amazing.
Yeah, he's still got it. He's got the voice, you know.
Oh yeah, he's very attractive. Like
Yeah,
he just is. I don't know why I said that.
that's not really where I was going, but you know what? Hey, that's all
He's
right.
like, well,
Attractive
he's
people
got
will
like
collaborate with attractive people.
he's very charming and like I think that his voice is amazing, but that plays a huge part into like his whole thing. Which is why like those songs aside, I love him as an artist because he has like this whole package deal thing, you know? And
Does Bruno Mars?
I'm pretty sure he was homeless before he became famous.
I think so.
What?
I said, does he gay?
Does Bruno Mars is gay?
Yeah,
Haven't we talked about this before?
in
The
the
rumor come
media.
out in the media.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
my
like him though. He's
favorite.
got an incredible voice, and hey, being hot doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt. In fact, it gets
Doesn't
you farther in life.
I think it gets you further in life. I think so. Does he is gay?
Does he is gay? Does Bruno Mars is gay?
I think the rumor had come
I
out.
think the rumor come out and it's in the media.
Of course,
It's the most talked about rumor in the media.
right.
I don't know after that music video with Rose, I don't think so.
Yeah, I guess not. I mean,
They'd be cute.
are those two kissing?
Maybe. Who knows?
They should.
They should.
I think there's a massive age difference between the two.
Oh, 100%.
I
Probably
think
like a
he's like
25-year age difference.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But he still looks young, so I guess it's fine.
Yeah, he still got it.
Yeah, he's
I
still
think
got
they
it.
probably kiss. At least they
They-
probably like drank together and kissed.
Yeah, they probably made it a little bit.
I feel like celebrities kiss each other more than we think they do,
Yeah,
just casually.
that's kind of a cool thing about celebrity status. You're like, hey, I guess my dating pool is now celebrities.
Yeah, I can
That's
date
interesting.
whoever.
Yeah.
But
It kind of excludes most of the world
oh
now.
yeah, the problem is
But
that you can't date like regular people.
yeah, yeah, that's true. And I
Yeah.
guess all your businesses are kind of out in the open. But
Yeah.
if you were kind of thirsting over some celebrity, well, guess what? You are a celebrity now. So I guess
Yeah.
congrats.
So I think
Hey,
like the today's like influencer is very interesting because like there's people that I follow like Brittany Broski and Drew Afwalo, and they are like I would consider them to be on the same caliber as a lot of celebrities because they just are in the room with these
yeah,
people and they've had interviews with people before, and but at the same time they're just like, no, I couldn't get Harry Styles or whatever.
they're in a weird in
they
between.
they don't feel like they could, but they could because they're dealing with the same issues as these people are. They can't go anywhere without people like talking to them, you know. But
Yeah,
it's just interesting how like we now have a genre of celebrities that don't feel like they're celebrities, but they absolutely are.
yeah. I guess it's like it's not a similar field because I guess it comes down to the platform. Like,
Right.
right? I mean, even look at us, right? We found each other on Twitch.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of deal. It's like if two celebrities are working on a movie together, then they meet each other
Mm-hmm.
through that, right? So I guess that's what it is. Whereas like the YouTubers and the other influencers, they're doing their Instagram thing, they're doing their
Mm-hmm.
YouTube thing. Celebrities don't care about that. They're not watching all that.
But at the same time, look at Kai. Kai has had
That's
every
true.
celebrity on his at his house on his stream doing nothing.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. I guess he's kind of bridging that gap a little bit.
He can get anybody he wants on his stream.
He's got mad money.
He's got he's got mad money, but he has a really good team because
He's
like
got a really good
somebody's
team. He's got
coordinating that.
yeah, he's got he also has like the confidence. Like he makes it
Mm-hmm.
not he's not like starstruck every single time he sees someone.
He like okay, well he I would say yes, but also when they come on stream, he'll like pretend like, "Oh my god, it's Nicki Minaj." But I think that's part of like it's almost like Eric Andre in a way, where people come on the show and they know what to expect. They know it's going to be like a
Yeah.
joke. I think it's the same thing with him, except it's more just like it's more catered towards like today's like streaming demographic, which is like kind of like teenagers and early 20s men,
Yeah.
which is fine. I mean,
Well, people
like,
want
you know,
one of those like regular interactions. They don't want these like overly produced interviews
no.
that you hear from like really clean cut interviewers who are just like, "Hello, welcome to Watch Mojo. Thanks for doing
Yeah.
our interview
Welcome to
today." Right? Like,
Fandango. Well, honestly,
yeah,
Fandango they are hiring like Britney Broski type people. So like these companies are opening up to just like more casual people, which is what audiences want to see. So I'm
but I feel like
glad,
the
but
interviews the podcast guest is in.
uh-huh.
People only want the podcast guest to get you like a half hour plus
Mhm.
of just like regular conversation, not super duper edited. You get the real side of people. You get a little Q&A in there maybe
Yeah,
about whatever the theme of the podcast is. I think that's people prefer that.
they do. 100%. I mean, for me, like I only like to watch people who that's their platform, like
Yeah,
they'll have like, you know, they'll have Tom Holland on and they'll just be like, "So, like what keeps you up at night?"
yeah.
Like how many times do you wipe?
I
And it's just
love
like
stupid garbage like that.
like people love
I don't
that.
want. I don't want. So what got you into acting?
Yeah, where did you find your start? Like they've heard that a million times.
Who cares?
They don't even care.
Do you bunch up the paper or do you fold
Do
it?
you fold? Are you
Which
folder?
direction? Towards or away?
Away.
Which way are you doing it?
Front to back or back to front?
Yeah,
There's only one right answer.
yeah. Do you wipe prior to shower or no? What are
Yeah.
the
Do you
benefits
have
of
to take a
such?
shower every time you go?
Interesting. Interesting.
Because I do.
Thank you so much for your time, Tom.
Have a great day.
Have a great day. And hey, our bathroom's at a service.
Yeah.
So
There's a QT down the street, though, so
yeah, hey.
hit that up.
Quick.
Quick Spider-Man.
Yeah, hey, just do the web thing.
Do the webby thing.
What do you do? What do you call it?
What do you call it?
Bugman, get it. Yeah, all right, get out of here.
Go web.
Go web, go.
Go web, go. That's why I love Amelia from Chicken Shop Date. That's like her whole thing is that she has like dates. You've seen Chicken Shop Date, right?
I've seen the recent Elmo clips.
Yeah, so she's had like every.
Have you seen the Elmo clips?
Yeah, where they have Rocco there, and he's just like, what is this? Are you serious?"
I love it. Elmo gets the most real he's ever.
I know, it was so weird.
He's just like,
it's like, come on, you gotta be kidding me.
You brought Rocco here.
Yes.
I think it's the lowest tone I've ever heard Elmo. Just,
I know.
Are you actually? I'm about to leave.
That was so funny.
I was like, did she ask about why she's having like problems dating? And Elmo's like, you're too much in your head.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is my favorite Elmo I've ever seen. Elmo's been so relevant in like recent
I know.
Internet, and I'm so happy because I freaking love Elmo.
Elmo's great.
Elmo. I'm a big Elmo fan. I'm trying to get a picture with Elmo.
Me too.
My dream guest is Elmo.
Same.
Elmo's my top of my list. I don't care about anything else. I just want like Steven Yeun.
Elmo
way up here.
Yeah.
Elmo way up here.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm trying to get Elmo like the whole thing where he was the Sesame Street clip where he's talking to Andrew Garfield. Like, oh my god,
that was so nice.
That was so nice. That was a beautiful clip. And then he's also funny, right? With the Rocco clip. I'm like, Elmo's always relevant and is also one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, I love Elmo.
Yeah, I'm like a big Elmo fan. I wasn't like always a super Elmo fan, but I feel like recently I've become a bigger Elmo fan. He's
kind of like one of the last people like from Sesame Street that's really relevant.
After Big Bird died, yeah.
Yeah, after the loss of Big Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's that guy?
Hey.
No, but I do feel like he's like the only one that's really out there on social media, like still relevant to people.
Yeah, you can't really like no one's cute enough for that. Like Ernie used to be people used to like Ernie. Yeah. I feel like Ernie comes off as like kind of creepy man child now.
Yeah.
Like Ernie's not as endearing as he used to be. I feel like once Elmo came out, Ernie was out.
Mm-hmm.
Ernie was gone.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with Ernie.
Grover's stinky.
All Ernie does is invite me into his tub with his rubber ducky. Like I don't want that.
Yeah, I don't want.
I don't want that.
No, thank you.
Good on that. Elmo. Hey, Elmo is simple. He needs two things in this world, all right? Crayon and goldfish.
Goldfish. Emily's goldfish. Eat crayon
too. Crayon too.
Eat crayon too. We love singing that song. Emily goldfish. Eat crayon too.
Eat crayon too.
That is Elmo world.
I
love
Elmo
this podcast.
World.
I love that I can say whatever I want. Like, that's my dream. Just saying whatever I want. And, like, I don't know.
I just, like, I want Elmo to have that same freedom. You know?
He does have that freedom.
Yeah, but I want it on this podcast.
Oh, yeah, I want him to be on this podcast, for sure.
And I think I don't want to be there when they're doing the pre-pro of, like, the guy doing Elmo.
Putting it on his hand.
I want to be fully immersed. I want to think that's actually Elmo.
Hi, Brandon.
Hello, Elmo.
Hey, Brandon.
I'm actually having a rough day today, Elmo.
What's going on, Brandon?
Well, Elmo, I just had one of those days at work where it's just like, you wonder, you're not really making any progress in life because your money is all out and I spend all my time here and for what benefit,
Elmo's so sad to hear that.
Yeah, hey, Elmo, you're a great listener.
I know.
Okay. Hey, thanks for coming.
Elmo knows.
Yeah. All right. See, that was already healing for me.
Yeah, see, I feel better. I love Elmo. Elmo. In Australia, do they say Elmo?
and more.
Elmar.
I'm gonna animate the Elmo clip, I think.
You should.
Yeah.
Hi, hi, Brendan.
Hey Elmo.
You want to see Elmo's goldfish?
You know what? I actually would like to see that. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. You're holding it.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't need water or.
No, not all the time.
Okay, interesting. It's a different type of goldfish that I haven't seen before.
Yeah,
But
it's
hey,
Elmo's goldfish.
oh, it's Elmo's goldfish. Oh, right, like in the song.
It's a magical goldfish.
Okay, does it have any other powers or?
It has lungs.
It has lungs.
It has lungs
Oh,
that can
human
breathe
lungs.
human air.
Oh, interesting. I see you brought a crayon too.
Yeah,
Yeah, what kind of crayon's that?
it's Elmo's crayon.
Okay, does that have any special powers or what is that?
Yeah, it's Elmo's.
Okay. Do you like to draw pictures?
I love to draw pictures.
What do you draw? What's your favorite picture to draw? Do you draw pictures?
I love the concept of him like interrupting constantly because he's like one of those people that's like listening to respond and not listening to hear you. Elmo has ADHD.
Oh wow. Okay, diagnosed?
No,
Okay, so you're just kind of saying things. Oh, you heard that?
no, I just know I have it.
You just know you have it. Okay, cool. All right. Do you have what
Elmo
else do you
doesn't
got?
have health insurance.
Okay, I guess it's a pretty expensive time to live, isn't it, Elmo?
Yeah, I can't afford
Yeah.
eggs.
What can we do about that, Elmo?
Make the right choice. Elmo wants you to make the right choice.
What? What's the? What choice is that, Elmo?
Elmo doesn't want to say.
Okay, that's probably for the best.
Yeah.
I think I know though.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Then, hey, Elmo. Once again, hey, always good talking to you.
You do.
Do you have like a nickname, Elmo?
No, it's just Elmo.
Just Elmo. Okay, that's cool. I like that too. We'll call you Big Elmo.
No, Elmo doesn't like that.
Okay. Well, hey, I
Elmo's
respect you,
really
Elmo.
tiny.
Really tiny. Okay, little
Yeah.
small little Elmo.
Little tiny Elmo. When
Little tiny
Elmo
Elmo.
turns to the side, you can't see him.
Oh, you're thin.
Yeah, Elmo's thin.
Oh, you're like paper.
Elmo's like a piece of paper.
How do I achieve that build, Elmo? How do I get that?
Elmo thinks you shouldn't eat.
Oh, nothing? Elmo, do you eat anything?
Sometimes Elmo accidentally eats his tufts of hair.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I actually have a cat that looks pretty similar to you, Elmo.
Oh,
Just
yeah?
like in terms of like, yeah, just he's kind of hairy.
Okay.
But oh yeah, and sometimes I'll give him a little pet and I'll eat some of the hair a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you have a pet, Elmo?
No. Elmo's not allowed to have a pet.
Oh, but what about your goldfish?
Oh, yeah.
Who I see is now on the floor.
See, Elmo doesn't really consider his goldfish to be a pet. Because, like, that's just Elmo's friend.
Gotcha.
He's like Elmo's roommate.
Okay. Now, Elmo, you live in a pretty nice apartment
How do you know
in
that?
Sesame Street. Well, okay. You've done several, at least I assume that's your apartment. You've done several episodes of the hit TV show Elmo's World about
Uh-huh.
25 years ago. You've done that. I think
Oh.
you have a long resume at this point, right?
Yeah.
Because Elmo's been in the biz.
Uh-huh. Elmo's been in the base.
That's what you like to say. Elmo's been in the biz.
Yeah.
You have quite a nice apartment. What does an apartment like that cost in Sesame Street?
Um, Well, Elmo's apartment is rent controlled, so
Okay, hey.
I Elmo pays like $10 a month.
Damn it, Elmo. That's pretty good. And what is that like? All inclusive? Like, what is that?
Uh, yeah, it includes all utilities.
Okay.
So you
What
got
about
your
like why you
air,
guys have?
you got
Oh,
your gas, you got your electricity, water,
yeah. Okay. Hey,
air.
air, right? Electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. Now I know that you have a bit of a troublesome neighbor. I think you were talking about this prior to this interview.
Uh-huh.
It was I think his name was Mr. Noodle. You said you're having some issues with.
Yeah, Mr. Noodle.
Yeah. What's going on with him? If you don't mind sharing.
Um, well, Elmo Elmo doesn't really feel comfortable talking about Mr. Noodle.
Okay. I guess I probably should have said without the names
Elmo
included.
signed an NDA.
Oh, still like legal proceedings are still happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha. Hey, well, Elmo, I wish you the best at that. Elmo, our time is about up,
Uh-huh.
but it's okay. It's been an honor, uh, interviewing you. It's actually been a dream of mine to have you on the show. So,
Oh.
um, I don't know where MaeMaeTown is. She really wanted to be here for this, but
Yeah, Elmo doesn't know where she here. Oh, no, she's here.
okay. Hey,
She's
all
coming.
right, Elmo. Hey, have a great day, Elmo.
Uh, yeah, you too.
It's been a healing experience. Thank you.
Oh, okay, I gotta
Okay, bye.
go. Bye. Wow. Did y'all see
Oh,
Elmo was here?
Elmo was here. I actually had a decent conversation with Elmo.
You did? What'd you guys talk about?
Oh, we just talked about, the fun little antics in Sesame Street. No big deal.
Oh,
Just like that
yeah.
stuff, counting letters, all that.
Well, I'm glad you got
All
to
that.
check that off the old bucket list there.
That's been a bucket list for me, and I feel fulfilled and kind of empty now. Like, what else is next?
That's true. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
What else is there truly?
What else is there truly?
I hope Elmo gets that whole NDA thing figured out.
Yeah. That's tough. That's
Yeah,
tough dealing
I
with,
wonder how
especially with
long
somebody
that
you've known for
NDA
so
is.
long, right? You've known someone for so long, like Mr. Noodle. Like you've been like such close friends. And
Yeah, that's
it's a shame. It's kind of like
crazy.
the incident with Big Bird, rest in peace. You just don't expect
Rest
that
in
from
peace.
Snuffle I guess.
I
It's,
know. I would expect that from like Ernie, but
I hope Snuffleupagus rots in that cell.
me too.
Yeah,
I hope he knows no
free.
peace.
I hope he knows no peace, and I think he deserves bad things only.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah,
he deserves hell on earth.
yeah, exactly.
I hope he deserves it.
I hope he deserves
I
it.
hope he deserves because who am I to judge, right? But I
Of course,
hope,
that's not our place.
but I
I hope
can,
he's done something to deserve that.
yeah. I hope he's done
So
something to deserve it. Yeah,
yeah, of course.
yeah. But that's great that you got to talk to Elmo. I'm really happy
Yeah,
for you.
yeah. I feel like we should do more of those.
What, have more
Future podcasts.
Sesame Street
Have
guests
more
on?
characters in general.
Oh yeah, I would love to.
It'd be fun.
Yeah, it would.
We'll hit up some we'll hit some up and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Because like I have a lot of dream characters I would like to meet, and
Hmm.
maybe we can get them on the podcast. Who knows?
I think we could.
Yeah,
I think we could.
I think we could.
But
I think we could.
guys, I gotta hit the road soon so I can
Yeah,
get to the theater.
and
Um,
it doesn't. And honestly, we can't really top that right now. So hey, we're
yeah.
gonna go out on a high note.
Quit while we're ahead.
Can we end the stream with the Sesame Street theme song?
Yeah. What about Elmo's World?
Elmo World.
Elmo World. Um, yeah. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. I hope that you have a great week. I hopefully will be streaming this week something. I don't know what, but if not,
Well, you got lots of choices. You got lots of stuff to stream. That Steam library is kind of popping.
I know. Well,
So,
yeah.
um, yeah, we'll
Um,
figure. We'll think of something.
Besides that, I will be posting a vlog from today.
Yeah, don't forget to record.
I'm in the process of recording a vlog for Wicked this evening, so
Nice.
that'll be
Oh,
up
you've already recorded
tomorrow.
some footage?
Yeah, I did a like get
Yeah.
ready with me, and I'm gonna record when I go to the theater. Not during the movie, but there'll probably be some like decorations and stuff. I'm hoping
I'm
to
so
get
excited.
some merch. They should be selling like popcorn buckets and cups. I'm hoping that my theater actually is carrying it. So I'll be, taking videos of that stuff. But yeah, that'll be up tomorrow. So look out for that on YouTube. And yeah.
And speaking of which, chat and listeners, I keep saying chat because we're on Twitch. Speaking of which, Spotify listeners and YouTube watchers, we do these live every single week
Mm-hmm.
on twitch.tv, normally on Mondays. So if you'd like to be a part of the conversation, often we will acknowledge what the chat is saying. So you can often guide the conversation for our ADHD brains,
Mm-hmm.
and see where that goes. It's a lot of fun. So if you'd like to be there live for that, for the recording, the pre-editing stuff, the uncensored takes,
Yeah.
okay, you can be there, twitch.tv/MaeMaeTown.fart. Come check us out. And for the Twitch watchers, go follow us on YouTube. There's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of exclusive content. So everybody follow all those links. And hey, Mandy, thank you for letting me be a part of your life.
Thank you for being a part of my life.
Formally, this has been a lovely social transaction.
Yes, this has been a lovely social transaction as
Yes,
always.
as
And
as
as
always.
always, yes, thank you so right
Oh
away,
yes,
sir.
oh yes, oh
Yes.
yes. Very good,
Very good,
sir.
sir. Yeah, but thank you everybody in the chat for chatting. Appreciate you guys for watching, and to Spotify and YouTube listeners slash watchers, thank you
Yeah.
for checking it out. We appreciate you guys so much, and yeah, hope you guys have a great week. Be sure to go to those YouTube channels, Neodoodlez and MaeMaeTown, and subscribe to us there for more content. And
Get you a content.
get you a content, and we will. And hey, if you're seeing Wicked this week, have a great time at Wicked. I'm anticipating that I'll probably go see it again this week, just because I've heard it's amazing. But yeah, hope you guys have a great time or enjoy the soundtrack. It'll be out on the 21st. So yeah.
Yeah, I hope you have an amazing time, everyone.
Okay, guys, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye. I love
Bye.
you.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye.